Every once in a while, somebody will ask me, what kind of camera do I use? I use different cameras for different things. So I wanted to show you what I have, and actually I just bought a new camera that I'll be using here in the future for my walk and talk videos. So let's go ahead and switch over to the other camera and take a look at those. Now the first cam that I'll show you is my original old trusty GoPro cam. And I bought these two things separate. What you see here, the black handle, is actually a gimbal. And I believe it's put out by Hohem. Maybe you can see that there. And it's got some different functions here. The handle also acts as a battery, what do you call it, a charging bank. So you can actually not only charge the unit to work, but you can use it to charge your phone, as a power bank. Now the GoPro that I've been using all these years since I was in Dumageddon is this one, the GoPro Hero 3. I think they're up to the Hero 9 now. And this is the same old Hero 3 I've been using all these years, the silver edition. It still works great. I keep on using it. I did get the cover for it for the lens, so I've kept the lens pretty much pristine all this time. And again, it's a great camera and it works and everything, but I was just ready to upgrade. Just so you can see the gimbal and with the difference that it makes, you just press the button here and then it will automatically calibrate. And as you can see, it adjusts, as I'm moving around, walking around, whatever, it will adjust the camera. So it takes a lot of the shake out. Now, this particular one, it works fine. Again, you've seen me use it there in Bantayan Island and different places. And it does the job. There are better gimbals out there, but this one was only about $110. So it's called the iSteady Pro. And works great with... Now, you can also get another one that is almost identical, and it'll work with your phone cam. And a lot of guys, getting started in, and Filipinas, getting started in vlogging will get a gimbal similar to this and hook it up. It's made for their phone cam. And you can get some really good footage because nowadays most phone cams will record in 1080 resolution. So anyway, so this is what I've been using all this time. Again, to turn it off, you just hold the button down and then it powers down. Now, what I've just now switched... Oh, and before we get into the new cam, which is my new toy and all that, here, I'll show you the... Now, the GoPro that I just showed you, I use that for my, what I call, my walk and talk videos when I'm outside. The videos that I do where I'm talking to you just sort of directly indoors, those I use the Logitech webcam. I believe it's called the C22, something like that. I'll put the actual what do you call it, model number there on the screen later. But it does 1080, and again, if you've seen my videos where I'm just sort of addressing the screen from indoors, this is adjustable, and you can just clip it right onto your laptop. And then it's connected by USB, and that powers both the microphone and the cam. So I really like this for doing the live streams and the indoor videos. The reason I don't use the GoPro, even though I have a tripod for it, is because you will get like a fisheye, which is fine for outdoors because you want to see everything. But for indoors, if you have the GoPro only about, say 18 inches away from you, you get like a fisheye effect, and it kind of distorts your face. Now, you can correct that in Filmora, which is the editing software. You can correct the fisheye, but it's one extra added step. So to avoid that, I simply use the Logitech webcam. Again, great resolution and all that. Now for the lighting, I use, I'll put a picture up here on the screen. You can get these just about anywhere. It's called a light ring, and it's basically just a circle with little LED or LCD lights. I forget, I think it's LCD. And it puts out, for instance, I'll press on the button, like here's the button for it. And to show you the difference, without it, with it. It's got warm light, white light, combination light, and so, you know, very very useful if you're going to do indoor videography like this, you know, where you're showing something. It's also great for the live stream. So that's the webcam. Now the next one, I just bought this the other day. Still has the sticker on it from Best Buy. Now, I got turned on to this camera by Asia Unscripted and also Geo in the Philippines. They started using this camera roughly, probably 9 months ago, I think. And so they showed me some footage, you know, when they first bought it, and then of course they've been using it in their channel. And it's the Osmo, what do they call it? The Osmo DJI Pocket 2. And so I liked the results that they got, but since I was doing a lot of indoor work, I just held off getting one until now. I've got another party to go to this Saturday, so for my uncle. So I figured I would buy one of these and test it out there. So let me go ahead and open it, and I'm not sure if I can get this plastic off. Let me get a knife. Let's go ahead and open it and take a look at it. Now, as far as price, again, it's going to vary depending on what country you get it in. Now, the thing that's crazy about this is, here, I'll show you the difference. Let's see, what do we got here? Again, I'm just now opening it, so I'm finding out with you what comes included. Now, they have another, it's the same exact camera. Don't eat that. Same exact camera, but the other one is about $100 maybe to $125 more. Same exact camera, but it comes with like a little tripod. Now here's a little wrist strap. Okay, so that comes with it. You got your charging cord. And I looked at the other one, and I just didn't see the value personally for paying an extra $125 just for a little mini tripod. You know, I guess I got some stickers here to put on your car. Instructions, which I will not read because I'm American. If I was Japanese, I'd probably sit here and read all this before I did anything. Let me see, what else do we got here? Looks like this is either an adapter or microphone. I'll have to mess with that and find out what it is, but you can probably see that a little better there. Again, I'll figure it out as I go. And the camera itself. Now, get this out of here. So it does come with its own little case, so when you put it in your backpack, it doesn't get banged around so much and, you know, damaged. So that's a nice thing. So let's go ahead and pop it out of here. Oh, it looks like this is where that other thing goes. And I did buy, you'll want to buy some memory card. You'll want to get the smaller one. I believe it's called the Mini. And now I happen to get 128 gigabytes. It's very rare that I'll use more than that. I was looking to get a 256, but it was out of stock, so I figured 128. That's what I've been using on my GoPro. That gives me about 45 minutes in high def. Let's see. So the camera here, I don't want to jack it up just taking it out of the thing here. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's got some little cushion deals in there to take care of it. And let's see. Looks like it's got a little plastic deal here. Again, protective stuff for when shipping. Make sure to take that little plastic thing off or you're going to get blurry results. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, I imagine it's charged. Let me see, I'm guessing this is the on button. Yep. And you can see how quick and responsive it is. Again, it's got its own built-in gimbal. It's basically an all-in-one unit. It does have a screen here on the back, and I imagine different controls available here. Let's see, again, there's a little plastic thing there. I'll have to set it up, you know, for English and all that kind of stuff. But I'll take it outside and give it a test run so you can see what the video looks like. Right now I'm shooting everything with my cam phone, in case you were curious. So now let me go ahead and turn this off. You just hold that button there. Again, it's really amazing, and it automatically, I don't know if you noticed it, but when you turn it off, it spins the camera lens around so that the camera lens is facing inside this U-shaped part of the gimbal. That's a very smart idea, because then it's just one more protection for the lens. If it was out here, it might get scratched up, you know, moving it around when you're not using it. But anyway, so it's got a nice little on-screen or mini screen here. But the thing I wanted to show you is even I was surprised because of the size, because both Asia Unscripted and Geo had told me just they were surprised how small it was. Now look, here is my GoPro, with the gimbal, and then here we have the Pocket Osmo. I mean, it's like pretty much half the size, and not even, well, it's about 3/4 of the width. You know, weight difference, big weight difference. This probably weighs total the amount of just the battery inside the handle of this. So it also makes it easier to vlog and not attract so much attention. Usually when I'm carrying this and I'm holding it out at arm's length, people notice, you know, and sometimes you get people making funny faces in the background or whatever, or they shy away from the camera. Whereas this, I mean, once you're holding it in your hand, this is all that's really exposed, you know. So it makes it easier to move about and vlog without attracting so much attention. Oh, after goofing around with this a little bit, I did find out that this is just a cover, and this actually goes in here, this little doodad. It's got the little contacts there, and then one here. And this goes in here, like so, locks into place. And then what you can do is you can put this will plug into your phone, and you can actually hook your phone to the side. And if you imagine it, you'll have the phone at the side, and you'll use your phone's screen instead of just this little screen, and you can use your cell phone as a bigger preview screen. Not something you have to do, but it's a nice little option to have. Again, I've gotten so used to recording with the GoPro, which has no screen on mine, but it's kind of neat that they have that feature. I'm starting indoors. You can get an idea of how it handles the light here. And we'll go outdoors, and here we're underneath shade, so give you an idea there. One thing about this Osmo Pocket 2 is that it does have, 3 microphones, so that's kind of a nice thing. I will say that there is one pet peeve I have about it. If you have a newer phone, this won't be an issue. And again, I'm just walking around. I'm not making any real effort to not give it jitter. I'm just using it like I would ordinarily use it. Now, I do plan on getting an external mic, which has a little dead cat cover for wind noise. So right now there is a slight breeze, so we'll find out when I listen to it on editing whether it's picking up the wind noise or not. But I do plan on getting the external mic in order to get the get rid of wind noise. It's also a directional mic, so it cuts out background noise, and so it's just a better microphone. But it does have 3 built-in microphones. Getting back to my pet peeve, the problem that I don't like is that when you get it fresh out of the box and you go to register it, you have to register the camera with an app. Now, it's an easy enough thing to go to the Google Play and you get the Mimo app and you install it. That's the easy part. Now, it comes with those little adapters that I showed you earlier, and you then attach that adapter to your phone, and this is how you have to connect it to the phone and register the camera. Now here's my pet peeve. You only get 5 attempts to register your camera through the app connected to your phone. You only get 5 attempts. After those 5 attempts, if anything goes wrong, and in my case it did, if you use up those 5 attempts, the camera locks you out. I mean, that's insane. And this is all just so that you can register the camera for the warranty. That's the irony of it all. Is, you know, it's totally unnecessary to lock you out of your camera, basically turning it into a brick, just so because you had 5 problems, registering for the warranty. So I went through 3 attempts. I followed everything. Actually, after the first 2 attempts, I then went on YouTube to make sure I wasn't doing something wrong, but I had followed all the proper, instructions for registering it. And turns out there's a lot of people that are very angry about this whole registration process. And so then I called customer support, and I gave them the model of my phone, and they said, "Oh, well, our registration activation program is not compatible with your phone." I said, "Okay, so what's the workaround? Is there a code you can give me or something?" And he said, "Well, you could use an iPhone." I said, "Well, I don't have an iPhone, and I'm not going to buy an iPhone just to register for the warranty." So then I tried one other phone, but the micro adapter was not compatible, so that was not an option. So then I tried a third phone, which was a newer model Samsung, and then it worked. So by that time I was down to 2 activation attempts. So had that not worked, had I gone through the 5 attempts, at that point your only recourse is to take it back to the store you bought it from, get a refund or an exchange, and try it again on a different phone. So if you have a problem, don't keep repeating with the same phone. Try to borrow a friend's phone or a relative's phone and activate it that way. Like I said, if you go through the 5 attempts and you don't activate it, you're locked out of the phone, or you're locked out of the camera. So anyway, aside from that, it seems to get really good clarity. Again, I'm just kind of moving it around, and it's very small, as I mentioned before. Also, when you tilt the handle, it actually tilts the view. So it kind of it's something for me to get used to, because with my other one, when I tilted, it kept it level. But if I did want to show, say, a building up high or something down low, makes things easier. But meanwhile, it is doing a pretty good job of handling the jitter from walking around and stuff. So anyways, that's my little review on the Osmo Pocket 2 by DJI. Looks like now that I've got it activated, I'm going to like it and enjoy it. Easy to keep around in the little case in your backpack. And again, I do plan on getting the other external mic. It's an accessory, and there are quite a few accessories. Geo had shared me links for a couple, and I'll put them in there. In fact, if you buy them, it'll give him a commission. But they have like a backpack harness. They have a light source, I think. They have a tripod adapter. Well, it actually comes with the adapter for the tripod, but you have to buy the tripod separate. So there's different accessories you can get for it, but I'm most interested in the microphone, which again, it's a directional mic and has a dead cat muffler on it to speaking of cat, I just saw one. Yeah, that'll take care of the wind noise. which has been, again, just kind of a bane of existence in vlogging whenever there's wind. So look forward to hearing from you guys. Again, I still think it's a great camera. There's other cameras out. There's a lot of people like the Sony, which is about the same price. A lot of people like the GoPro 9, which has really good handling of nighttime shooting. They have a really good processor for that. So it just depends on what you want to do, what kind of style. But I would definitely say now that I've got this thing activated and I can use it, I'm pretty happy with it. All right, look forward to your comments and thoughts, and talk more later. Okay, see you then. Hey, if you enjoyed the content, be sure to subscribe and get notifications for new stuff. Also, check out my community tab where you can get updated news on stuff going on in Southeast Asia. All right, catch you later. Bye-bye.